I questioned all that. Why would I save money when they print money?
Have you ever fallen for the myth that your money grows just by sitting in your bank account? Unfortunately, it's a deception perpetuated by banks that can lead us down a financial rabbit hole. Take John, for example. He's been keeping his money in the bank because he doesn't understand how money works. But the truth is, while interest may provide a slight increase in numbers, his money isn't actually growing in value. And with inflation on the rise and interest rates at rock bottom, John could be unknowingly eroding his wealth by leaving his cash in the bank. But fear not, in this video we'll explore the world of financial expert Robert Kiyosaki and uncover 4 assets that are not only better, but safer than banks. So grab your popcorn and get ready to learn all about the secrets to growing your wealth without relying on traditional banking methods. Robert Kiyosaki, a renowned financial educator and best-selling author, challenges traditional beliefs and introduces the cash flow quadrant, a game-changing framework that categorizes individuals into 4 distinct groups: employees, small business owners or the self-employed, big business owners, and investors. By understanding where you stand in this quadrant, you gain insight into the mindset and core values that either limit or empower your financial success. But Kiyosaki doesn't stop there. He uncovers the key to building wealth through 4 powerful asset classes, which we'll cover in this video. So if you're ready to embark on a journey towards financial independence, join us as we explore the captivating world of Robert Kiyosaki. And stay tuned for the golden tips we've prepared just for you. Let's start by taking a closer look at the cash flow quadrant to get a better view of what it is and where we stand on it. The cash flow quadrant is a revolutionary concept that divides individuals into 4 distinct groups: employees, small business owners or the self-employed, big business owners, and investors. Each quadrant represents a unique approach to generating income and building wealth. First, the employee. The employee quadrant represents the majority of individuals who work for others. They exchange their time and skills for a fixed salary or wage. While this quadrant offers stability and a predictable income, it often lacks control and the ability to build significant wealth. Employees typically have limited control over their time and are dependent on their employers for financial security. Next, the self-employed or small business owners. In the self-employed or small business owners quadrant, individuals have taken the leap and started their own businesses or work as freelancers. They have more control over their income and may enjoy greater flexibility, but they often find themselves caught in the solopreneur trap. They are the driving force behind their businesses and are heavily reliant on their own efforts. This quadrant can provide more autonomy, but it can also be demanding and limit growth potential. Then there's the big business owner. The big business owner quadrant holds the key to true financial independence. Individuals in this quadrant are visionary entrepreneurs who build and scale successful businesses. They create systems, hire competent teams, and leverage the efforts of others to generate substantial income. Big business owners have the ability to create wealth and passive income streams that extend beyond their personal involvement. This quadrant offers the potential for significant growth, wealth accumulation, and the freedom to focus on what truly matters to them. Finally, there's the investor. The investor quadrant is where individuals become masters of their money and let it work for them. Investors intelligently allocate their resources into various asset classes, such as stocks, real estate, businesses, and more. By strategically investing and building a diversified portfolio, they generate passive income and enjoy long-term financial security. Investors understand the power of compounding and leverage it to grow their wealth exponentially.
And so it was my rich dad who said to me, he says, Robert, if you really want to be rich, learn to build businesses. It made more sense to him to work hard to build a business, something you owned and something you could pass on for generation to generation to your kids. Whereas my poor dad said work hard, but my rich dad said, why would you work hard for something you'll never own and you can get fired from right away? Again, that was the difference in values. So my rich dad suggested I learn how to be a business owner and learn how to be an investor. And that's one of the big differences. On this side of the quadrant, these people here work for security. They work for money also. On this side over here, their key value that they want is they want freedom. They don't want to have to work at a job anymore. They don't want to have to work for the rest of their life.
The key to achieving financial freedom lies in transitioning from the left side of the quadrant, employee and self-employed, to the right side, big business owner and investor. By moving towards the right side, you gain control, leverage, and the ability to build assets that generate income even when you're not actively working. Now that you have a better understanding of each quadrant, it's time to assess where you currently stand and determine your desired path with these 4 assets that we'll show right now. The business asset. When it comes to building wealth, Robert Kiyosaki emphasizes the power of business ownership. He states, "The richest people in the world build businesses." Starting your own business or investing in an existing one can open doors to unlimited income potential and long-term financial success. Consider iconic entrepreneurs like Jeff Bezos, who founded Amazon and became one of the wealthiest individuals globally. By leveraging their innovative ideas and creating thriving enterprises, these visionaries have not only achieved personal wealth, but also created opportunities for generational wealth transfer. The real estate asset. Real estate holds a special place in Kiyosaki's strategy for wealth creation. He advises aspiring investors to learn the art of using debt intelligently to leverage real estate and generate substantial profits. The key is to acquire properties that generate consistent cash flow through rental income. Real estate not only offers the potential for long-term appreciation, but also acts as a tangible asset that can be passed down to future generations. Look no further than real estate moguls like Donald Trump and Sam Zell, who have amassed fortunes through strategic property investments.
So let's say I have $100,000 in here that goes to taxes, but because I have depreciation, I don't have to pay the $100,000 in taxes. So that means my income goes up, but it also means my expenses went down. This is number 1 of all the things that's hard to understand. This is simple. Everybody knows appreciation. Everybody knows amortization. I paid my car off, I paid my student loan off. But this here is the trick here. You see, depreciation means you don't, instead of paying $100,000 in taxes to the government, I keep the income. That's why it goes up.
One common tax-saving strategy utilized in real estate is taking advantage of depreciation. Depreciation allows property owners to deduct a portion of the property's value over its useful life as an expense, which can help lower taxable income. Let's say John purchases a rental property for $300,000. The IRS allows him to depreciate the property over 27.5 years. With that tax depreciation on his rental property, John saves up to $11,000 on his income taxes per year. So while his property is appreciating in value, John is actually reducing his tax liability thanks to depreciation. In simple terms, depreciation acts as a shield against taxes, helping you to keep more money in your pocket. It's like having a magic potion that allows you to legally reduce your tax burden while your investment continues to grow. That's the power of understanding and utilizing depreciation as a real estate investor. Kiyosaki often emphasizes the importance of understanding the tax code and leveraging tax laws to minimize tax obligations legally. The paper asset. Paper assets encompass a range of financial instruments, including stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and savings. Kiyosaki acknowledges their liquidity and ease of buying and selling. However, he cautions that navigating the world of paper assets requires deep understanding and research. One notable example is the stock market, where investors like Warren Buffett have achieved incredible wealth. Nevertheless, Kiyosaki urges individuals to educate themselves thoroughly about these assets to mitigate risks and make informed investment decisions. Finally, the commodities asset. In times of uncertainty, Kiyosaki emphasizes the importance of owning tangible assets like commodities. Gold and silver are prime examples of such assets that have maintained value throughout history. Mr. Kiyosaki advised, "Gold and silver are money. Everything else is credit." These precious metals act as a hedge against inflation and provide stability during economic downturns. Notable investors like John Paulson and George Soros have recognized the value of commodities as a means of preserving and growing wealth. Gold as a safe haven. People in the finance industry often refer to gold as a safe haven, and the reason is pretty simple. History has shown that during periods of financial crisis or inflation, the value of gold tends to rise. For instance, during the 2008 global financial crisis, the price of gold experienced a significant surge. In January 2008, the price of gold per ounce was around $850, but by August of the same year, it had risen to over $950 per ounce. As the crisis deepened, the price of gold continued to soar, eventually hitting a record high of over $1,900 per ounce in September of 2011. This surge in gold prices during the financial crisis was driven by a few factors. Firstly, investors saw gold as a safe haven asset that would hold its value even if stock markets and other investments were experiencing significant losses. Secondly, the economic uncertainty caused by the crisis led central banks to print more money, which increased the risk of inflation. Gold was seen as a hedge against this inflation risk.
This here is real silver, plata. Okay? That's what it looks like. And so in 1972, and this here is gold.
Yeah.
This is God's money. This is what God's money looks like.
Yeah.
The reason I call it God's money is you can't fake it. You know, you can fake it with a fake ETF, like a gold ETF or a silver, which I don't touch because it smells as bad as the guys that printed that crap. You know what I mean? Jesus. But this is real money. So you look at this here. When I first started buying that, that was $1.40.
Yeah.
Today, that's $16. And this here is oro, gold. And the reason we brought it in is most people haven't seen or touched. This is real. This is God's money.
Yeah.
Why did I say it's God's money? Because it was here when the earth was created.
Yeah.
And it'll be here when we're all dead and gone.
Robert Kiyosaki calls gold and silver the God's money. They cannot be duplicated and cannot be printed. Silver's industrial demand. Silver is not only a precious metal, but it also possesses industrial applications. Its use in various industries, including electronics, solar panels, and medical equipment, creates consistent demand. This dual role as both a precious metal and an industrial commodity gives silver an added advantage in terms of potential value appreciation. Agricultural commodities and food security. Commodities extend beyond precious metals to include essential resources like agricultural products. Investing in agricultural commodities such as wheat, corn, or soybeans can be a means of participating in the global food market. Growing populations and changing dietary preferences create a demand for these commodities. By investing in agricultural commodities, individuals can support global food security while potentially benefiting from price fluctuations driven by supply and demand dynamics. Keep in mind that each asset class plays a distinct role in building wealth. By diversifying your investments across various categories such as business ownership, real estate, paper assets, and commodities, you can create a solid financial portfolio that can weather any storm. As Robert Kiyosaki says, the more you learn, the more you earn. With the right knowledge and strategy, you can build a wealth portfolio that'll last for generations to come. So now let's move on to the 5 golden tips by Robert Kiyosaki that we promised in the beginning of the video to help you on this journey. 1. Build income-generating assets. Focus on acquiring assets that generate income and appreciate in value over time, such as real estate and businesses. 2. Educate yourself financially. Prioritize financial education to make informed decisions and identify opportunities. 3. Leverage wisely. Use debt and leverage strategically to amplify returns, but with caution and proper risk management. 4. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals. Network with people who share your wealth-building mindset and can provide valuable insights. 5. Embrace failure and learn. See failures and mistakes as learning opportunities to grow and improve your financial knowledge. With these tips, it's possible to build wealth and a better life. Now that you understand that it's unreasonable to keep your money in the bank, Click this video to learn how you can earn passive income with it.